26. December 16th. It's coming up quick, a couple weeks away. In Winnipeg, of all places, nice and cold, just the way you like it.
Yeah, I couldn't bring that heat, that fire flame.
So I got to ask, still a vegan? Diet still the same?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Almost 2 years now.
Yeah, I can't do it. I tried it for like 2 days. I was like, yeah, I can be a vegan, no problem, as long as there's bacon involved. Then I'm all right. So, diet's obviously dialed in. Your weight's obviously dialed in because you're on this, year-round diet. But has there been any problems with like your practices or not getting enough, not having enough energy to get through your practices?
Nah, that's never an issue. You know what I'm saying? The most thing people worry about is a protein deficiency.
Yeah.
And that shit real. That shit's make believe.
How is it make believe? Because you got there's only a certain amount of protein you can get from certain sources. You have to eat so much of it to get it that you have to supplement at some point, right?
Nah, see, first of all, the whole protein deficiency, it was made up. It was made up to promote the meat and dairy industry. So nobody's ever had a protein deficiency. And people get it misunderstood. They think that their body absorbs protein, but that's not the case. What happens is your body makes protein through the branched chain amino acids that you eat.
Okay.
So it's just people are just misinformed, so it's just about re-educating yourself how the body works and how the body absorbs stuff, how the body makes stuff,
Yeah, but there's essential amino acids that your body already makes on its own, and there's amino acids that your body can't make on its own that you have to get through food and diet, and the amount that you have to get to maintain that protein value. I mean, you'd have to eat nuts all day long to the point where it's caloric inefficient because you're getting like 2,000 calories a day just from nuts, and because that's the only way you can do it. Or am I wrong? Like, am I?
Yeah. Well, what it is the meat is an incomplete protein as it is.
Right.
So the plants is the only way you can get a complete protein. So, it's like you might as well just go to the source and get the complete protein instead of eating the meat because the animals eat the plants. So you're getting an incomplete protein source. And so, like I said, there's plenty of BCAAs in fruits and vegetables, the branched chain amino acids that make the protein. That's what your body makes the protein off of. So your body don't absorb the protein through the meat you eat.
So so you obviously have no problem then. Protein's high enough, carbs are high enough, obviously, because you got enough grains coming in. So now we got to talk about strength and conditioning. Have you changed it up again?
Yeah, I started doing my strength conditioning with a new camp. It's called IHP, Institute of Human Performance and Cultural Tone. And I like them, man. My only regret is not working with them earlier. Yeah, they got me on some crazy old school shit, pushing trucks around the parking lot, going straight to the circuits, and I'm working with another guy too on the side, who's at my gym, Tommy, so I get enough of that. Right now, the last hard 2 weeks of training, I'm just focusing on cardio. I'm not really focusing on my strength, and it's going to help me get my weight down,
What is your weight at right now?
I woke up 173 this morning.
Okay. And that's fully hydrated. There's been no, sometimes you go to bed, you forget to drink because you're just like, dude, I'm tired. I don't want to get through another gallon. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really count my water intake, but like you said, I just went downstairs and got some water right now.
Yeah.
But probably towards the night, I probably lack it, but during the day, I kill it. So
okay, so you make it up.
Yeah.
So let's talk about John. Obviously, a great karate guy, short, squat, strong. What is he? 5'6" or 5'5"? Like he's extremely short for the weight, but he's also extremely strong for the weight and has good striking ability. What was it like trying to find a partner to get you prepared for that? Because for you, this will be probably one of the first times that you're actually punching down at somebody, right?
Yeah, you know what? I thought he was a lot shorter too, but I sized him up at the UFC retreat this year, and we're almost virtually the same height. I know I'm pretty short too, but I was like, man, I thought he was a lot shorter. But yeah, he's a little brolic, like you said. He's a little husky, but I love fighting people my size or shorter. I love that shit. So, I think it's a good matchup.
What did you have to do differently for this camp to get ready for him? Obviously, you changed strength and conditioning camps, but that's just because it was time for you to make a change on that venue. Is there anything else you had to change in your trains? You work on some more striking or work on more grappling for this one? Or
Well, I started implementing a new way of training, I'll say the last 2-3 weeks ago. I would just put on John Makdessi's fights on TV, like his last 4 fights, just play them in a row, and I'll just shadow box while I'm watching them and just see what he does. It's something simple I never thought of, So I noticed he has a lot of habits that he likes to do that I didn't really notice before until I started dialing in on him. So now I'm working on what he does. Okay, that's a good counter for that.
yeah.
Bam, that's a counter for that. Okay, he does that. So now I'm just putting it all together. So when I get in the cage with him, I won't be in shock because he got this little tricky style.
Yeah, he does. He does have a few tells, but they're very unique tells. That they're only with him. Like he does things very differently with his hips, very differently with his feet. And he's very patient. He's a very patient fighter. If he doesn't like the exchange, he'll just step right out of range and sit there, and he won't re-engage just because you want to re-engage because he wants to reset things. Is that a problem trying to find partners that are that patient? Because he's the extreme end of patience when it comes to striking.
Yeah, that's true. Now the partners haven't been a problem. I do have a small group I train with, but they do mimic him very well because, like I said, I've been watching him, and I see he likes to do like a certain combination over and over. So they'll do that a lot while I'm sparring. They'll spin in the attacks while I'm sparring, shit like that. So it's not like it's something crazy like he can't be mimicked in any way.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. So, after this fight, where's this going to put you? I mean, John has had his ups and downs a little bit. You just came off a loss with James Vick. What's going to happen with this win? And will a decision win do the same for you as a decisive knockout or a decisive finish in this fight, or does it have to be a decisive finish for you to get any kind of jump?
I mean, for me, I'm always thinking about the decisive win. So, if it goes to decision, it goes to decision. But I'm looking for it to be a dominant win. I'm not looking for it to go even to the third round. So I'm looking to expose some of his weaknesses and then, put him away, whether it's ground and pound, whether it's a choke,
Yep.
But I do see myself in those positions with him because he hasn't been in certain positions his last few fights. You know what I'm saying? They only paired him up with stand-up guys, so they haven't exposed him in his whole mixed martial arts because the other guy thinks they're just as good at stand-up as he is. So it's just an exchange back and forth on the feet.
I like it. Yeah, I like the set. I like that shadow boxing. I used to do that as well when I first started training to figure out the fighters and the fight game.
Right.
And that's actually a smart way to go about it. So, Abel, thanks so much for coming on here, man. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your training camp. We'll talk a little bit.
Hey, man, thank you, bro.